What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Kid Icarus Uprising. In the last episode, we took on Chapter 22, and in this episode, well, it's time to take on Chapter 23, Lord of the Underworld. So, of course, let's turn this down to around 4.9, why not, and move out.
Equipped again!
Alright, we got the 3 sacred treasures on our side. No way we can lose.
It's finally time for you to square off against Hades. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I carb loaded and everything.
Great!
I was born ready.
Hades has overstepped his boundaries by exploiting and desecrating souls. He's disrupted the balance between the earth, the heavens, and the underworld. He must be stopped. You must stop him. It's a tall order, but if anyone can do it, I have faith that you can.
Leave it to me! In the name of the heavens, the earth, the humans, and the souls bound for the afterlife, I will defeat Hades!
Go now, Pit.
With pleasure!
You know, it kinda makes you think, if we had the 3 sacred treasures all along, why didn't we just use them, like, since we picked them up? Because obviously, we got them, like, several chapters ago, but, we've only used them, like, in the chapter after we got them, and then in this chapter, so it's like, why didn't we just continue to use them, considering they're pretty strong? Like, don't get me wrong, I love using other weapons, but, nothing really tops the 3 sacred treasures. They're pretty stinking awesome.
So where's his castle?
Hades doesn't have one.
What? The Lord of the Underworld can't even afford a roof over his head?
No, it's not like that. This is his realm, so he could be anywhere in this darkness, or everywhere.
Then, what's the plan?
Just stay alert, Pit. I can sense Hades' presence surrounding us.
That's great intel. But do you think you could be a bit more specific? Just a little bit?
Yeah, I'm not too sure I like the fact that, he could literally be anywhere. So watch out for, like, these weird character things, because, yeah, if you do hit them, they will do some damage to you. I'll admit, they can be kinda hard to avoid, just due to, like, the weird 3D perspective thing going on.
Hello there.
Ah!
I've been so looking forward to your arrival, Pitty Pat.
Hades! Hades! Hades!
It's on!
I swear, that gets me every single time. I love that just, like, constant back and forth between Pit and Hades in that part. It's really hilarious.
Ooh, do I spy with my little eye the 3 sacred treasures?
Even your darkness can't hide from the light!
Now, isn't that just precious?
No!
No, that felt good.
Not the 3 sacred treasures!
What? No!
Not quite so tough now, are you?
Oh no! He destroyed the 3 sacred treasures! Oh, this isn't good, guys.
You know what, Pitty Pat? You're looking mighty tasty down the hatch!
No!
Get out of there, Pit!
Uh-oh. Where am I?
And now we're inside Hades. Ew.
Lady Palutena? Can you hear me? Hello? I guess she can't hear me. Well, I'd better start wiping out bad guys. These guys are like grosser versions of Underworld monsters. Ugh.
Oh my! Don't tell me you're still alive, Pitty Pat.
Hades! Where am I?
Why, in the belly of the beast, of course.
Oh no!
Oh yes,
I'm going to be sick!
me too. Well, there's more than one way to get rid of a bad chicken nugget. Maybe I should just expel you the old-fashioned way.
No! Please don't do that!
Can't stop now.
No!
Whew, this is more difficult than I expected.
Oh man, I'm not going out this way. That would be the opposite of a hero's death.
Yeah, that would not be a dignified way to go at all, Pit. Hopefully, we can find, like, an alternative exit. So, the inside of Hades is rather weird. Like, there's versions of the Underworld army that don't really make sense.
At this point, heading up has got to be better than heading down. Oh, so Gross.
So like all the Underworld troops, they're not like normal Underworld troops, as you guys can see. Obviously, they still act the same and do like the same attacks and stuff like that, but I guess they're sort of made out of like Hades' cell or whatever, which is really, really weird and kind of gross. But yeah, as you saw, if you go up like these elevators to my left, there is an 8.0 intensity gate, you know, should you choose to go through there. Obviously, since we're playing on like 4.9 or whatever, we don't have the opportunity to enter there because I'm too much of a loser to actually play on higher difficulties, meaning that I'm actually really bad at this game and can't actually beat any of the levels on higher difficulties. But yeah, we'll stay at our like 4.9, 5.0 range. That's good enough for me. That's like average, you know, it's halfway. And you know what? I am a-okay with being halfway. That sounds actually kind of sad and sort of depressing, but whatever. Not a big deal. Can I? Yeah, rocket through those tomatoes. That way I don't have to deal with them. You know, I realized that, like, I equipped all of these, like, different abilities and powers, but I very rarely use, like, any of them. So I should probably use them more, even though we are sort of at, like, the end game of Kid Icarus Uprising. There's really only, I think, 2 chapters after this one, so yeah, not a whole lot left to do. And can I actually kill this guy without getting up close and personal? I don't think I can. Please don't grab me. Gosh dang it. See, I was trying to avoid that, but, oh well, looks like we got caught. Can you let me go, dude? Come on. There we go. Oh, you know what? I will take it. I'll just stay up here and, move on then, I suppose. No point in dealing with him.
I'm trapped. All right, no panicking. Just got to focus on defeating these enemies. Cells of Hades, hear my words! And, see my actions! Something. I'm going to rain death on you! I can't remember all the words, but that's the general gist.
My innards have so longed to hear your battle cry. How could you forget the words?
I didn't have time to rehearse. Only Lady Palutena were here to help me. She'd be so grossed out.
Unfortunately for you, I have a stomach of steel.
So that's why I can't communicate with Lady Palutena.
And you're just lost without her to do all the thinking for you, aren't you, Kitty?
She doesn't do all the thinking. I have ideas too. Occasionally.
Then answer me this, little angel. Why exactly are you trying to defeat me?
We're all responsible for maintaining a certain order in the universe. As Lord of the Underworld, you know this better than anyone. But your greed has thrown everything out of order. You've overstepped your bounds by exploiting and desecrating souls. And you've disrupted the balance between the Earth, the heavens, and the Underworld.
I'm impressed by all the big words you used, but I didn't ask for a sermon. Did you come up with that all by yourself, or did you have some divine inspiration?
Like I said, I have ideas too. All right. Sometimes.
Apologies for, like, triggering that extra bit of dialogue before, the original dialogue finished, going through its motions, if you will. That is one of the more annoying things that can happen in this game. Like, if you reach a trigger point because you're moving too quickly or whatever, if there's some dialogue already playing, the new dialogue will just, like, cut it off completely and you won't get to hear, like, the end of the original dialogue that was already playing. And I've been trying to avoid having that happen too much while going through this game. But, it's pretty hard to, like, memorize all the trigger points for all of the dialogue. So I think maybe a couple of times during this LP that has happened. But, if you've ever seen me, like, stand still, that's why.
This grind rail just keeps going. Going.
I'll usually, like, wait around for dialogue to finish before going into another area where I know there's a trigger point.
You know, Kitty, I'll miss you when you're gone.
Wish I could say the same thing about you, Hades.
Surprise?
Yeah. How did you just punch yourself?
Oh, now you're making me feel bad. And when I feel bad, I get hungry.
Oh, what is all this? Stop eating things. It's bad enough that you eat souls.
But souls are delicious. They're like bacon. They taste good on everything.
But if you eat them, you completely remove them from existence. You can't move on or be reincarnated?
Huh. I never really gave it much thought. Besides, what do you mean by reincarnation, anyway?
You know, being reborn as someone or something else.
Which means a different body, different memories, and different experiences, yes? So isn't being reborn as something else the same as being removed from existence?
Eating souls isn't right!
That depends on your definition of right. All living things survive by eating other living things.
So what? You're a god! You should be above all that!
Gods are above living things, which doesn't necessarily mean we care about them.
What? I can't believe you just said that. That's it! In the name of the living, I will destroy you!
Oh, you're so boring. I really wish you'd leave. Unfortunately for you, there's only one way out.
Oh no, 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 no!
Cheer up. You've been privy to a side of me that no one else has. My insides. And now, you'll be privy to the inside of a privy too. Toodaloo.
Okay, okay, fine! I give up! Please spare me, please!
Obeying the call of nature is part of the cycle of life. Tell me, Pit, why do you hate life?
Oh man, Hades can turn like anything around on Pit. It's so easy for him. Also, I guess like he's a huge fan of just like toilet humor because that's pretty much the entirety of this chapter. Just like toilet and poop jokes all over the place. It shouldn't be funny to me, but it totally is. So, I don't know, like, this is a really weird chapter, but it does have some really great writing. Also, Hades' bowels seem really, like, weird. Why is it all metallic in here? That definitely doesn't seem normal.
Huh? What's that?
Verity can't seem to mind her own business. Pardon me, if you will. I must go entertain my guests.
Hello? If Verity's army is attacking, you're doing it awfully quietly. At least I'm doing something, Pit. You're such a slacker. Ugh. I really need to stop talking to myself.
Alright, Pit, I think you're going crazy. Let's go take on the boss.
Are you Hades' heart? Wait, come back here! I guess I'd better catch it. It's actually pretty cute, especially when you compare it to his bowels.
Alright, so this is the heart of Hades. More or less, just shoot it.
I thought using souls to create monsters was evil, but at least those souls are being used in some other life. Hades and the Underworld have taken this too far. They've stolen so many souls that they're disrupting the proper balance of things. It's just like what Verity says about humans disrupting the balance of nature, but it's worse than that, because Hades threatens the earth and the heavens. He has to be stopped, and the only ones who can stop him are Lady Palutena and me. But I guess I'm just talking to myself here. Again, it's just me and that heart. A little heart. Oh, it's so cute. I have to admit, it's really busts a move. It seems almost wrong to destroy it.
Not gonna lie though, the heart of Hades is, well, it can be a hard boss fight. Like, it's really weird because when you shoot it, it also, like, splits into two. One of them's the real one of them's the fake one. Sometimes it'll charge after you, dealing a ton of damage. Other times it'll, like, explode in sort of like a Bomberman-esque fashion, and, like, you'll need to get out of the way.
Hey, I need to get ahead of it instead of chasing it. And watch out for fakes, Pip. Thanks, Lady Palutena.
So yeah, it's not exactly an easy fight, but it's also not exactly a hard fight.
If my shots have enough homing ability, maybe they'll go over these walls. Some forward dash charge shot should help get the job done.
And yeah, like Pit said, if you do use a weapon with like increased homing abilities, you can actually shoot the heart over the walls, which obviously makes the fight just that much easier. But I don't think it's really necessary. We are getting a little bit low though, so oh geez, that's not good. Hopefully I can take him out very, very soon. There we go.
Your heart wasn't even in it! And I'm still just talking to myself.
It's okay, Pit. I do that on a daily basis to make these videos.
If it weren't for that explosion, I never would have found you. I'm sure glad you did.
It's good to see you, Pit.
That wasn't very...
Goodbye, Hades.
That really hurt. But hey, at least I'm not dead!
Well, I mean, at least we know he's not dead. I love that final line with Hades. Anyways, though, Now that that is done, I think that's a good place to end off this video, so if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.